friends. Today we're backpacking in the Glacier Gorge corridor of Rocky Mountain National Park. We've got a one-night permit here at the Glacier Gorge campsite, and we're going to do quite a bit of day hiking as well, up to Black Lake and maybe beyond. Helen, we've had a tough time getting reservations for this site. Can you maybe provide some detail?
Well, I lost track how long, but I've been trying at least 6 years to get this backcountry site because it's along one of my favorite trails in the park. So finally got one for a Thursday into a Friday, so it meant missing a couple days of work, but thankfully the weather cleared, so it looks like we're going to finally get to do this.
The Rocky Mountain backcountry reservation system can be kind of difficult to get the sites that you want. So we're pretty stoked to finally be able to camp out in Glacier Gorge today. Cheers. Looks like the clouds are pretty far down into the valley. We're actually headed pretty high up, so hopefully this will burn off. Morning clouds from last night's rain. Definitely the sun's trying to peek through now. Very quiet and serene here at Mills Lake right now. We set up our camp, we set up the tent and left our sleeping bags and other items in the tent at the Glacier Gorge campsite. And now we're going to day hike, continuing up the Glacier Gorge corridor here and eventually make it to Black Lake, which is, I guess we're kind of looking in that direction. It's up pretty high. I don't know the exact elevation, but also we're seeing to the upper left here is Keyboard of the Winds. It's a pretty famous spot adjacent to Long's Peak, which we can't really see. It's further to our left and above here. But it feels good to have lightened our load, and we're going to continue headed up. Quite a few trout swimming around in this section of stream. Not sure if you can see them, but there's about half a dozen right there, maybe. They're small, 4 or 5 inches long. As we pan out, what a view here. Making our way up to Black Lake, and then we'll see what happens from there. This is Ribbon Falls. We're very close to Black Lake now. Now as I pan, you'll see these incredible rock walls. Wow. Here we are at Black Lake, which I consider to be one of the crown jewels of Rocky Mountain National Park. Just love these massive rock walls that are surrounding the lake. Really incredible. We're just gonna sit and enjoy a nice lunch here at Black Lake. Enjoy the absolutely spectacular view. There's some little waterfalls way up there. Wow. We enjoyed a nice lunch here at Black Lake, and now we're going to continue up and go to Frozen Lake, which we've really wanted to get to for a long time. And Helen's had a couple of attempts in the past, but wasn't able to make it because of weather and snow. Conditions seem good today, so we're going to give it a try. Pretty high above Black Lake now as we make our way to Frozen Lake. We've come up pretty far from Black Lake. You get a pretty good view of Keyboard of the Winds, but where we want to go is to the right of that, up and over right there, I believe. Made it to Frozen Lake. Wow, this was actually a lot more challenging than I thought it was going to be. We had to gain a lot more elevation from Black Lake, and then the trail pretty much peters out, and then you have no choice but to scramble and try to follow cairns, but the cairns are just all over the place. You can see the clouds coming in here. I don't want to jinx myself, but I haven't heard any thunder, thankfully. I don't think I'll stick around too long. It's a long way down. I'm so grateful that we've got that Glacier Gorge campsite. So I sure wouldn't want to walk all the way back to the car at this point. No way. Zoom in on that waterfall over there. Oh man, incredible. We're slowly making our way down. Gotta be careful here. Thankfully it's dry. These rock surfaces, if there's any wetness on them at all, they're quite slippery. I'm hoping you guys can see the beautiful sun on the mountain back there. Incredible. We're most of the way back to Black Lake right now. Look at the lake. You know, you can see why they call it black. Some alpine lakes are blue in color. This is just so deep and rich. I don't know that it's actually deep, but the color is a deep, rich black. Look at the wonderful reflection too. It's incredible. I'll zoom in. Like I said earlier, it's one of the jewels in Rocky Mountain National Park. Well, it's the end of the day and we're at camp. We've got our REI 3-man, which is very luxurious for us. It's great. A little on the heavy side, but I've taken it. We took it on the Tahoe Rim Trail and I didn't mind it. It was a good tent. I'm cooking up some freeze-dried meal right now. It's just pasta with marinara sauce, and we had a little bit of a rain shower come through earlier, and right now it's pretty clear. I'll show you the view from our campsite. So we've got our campsite right here. Glacier Gorge is the name of the site. We're also in Glacier Gorge in Rocky Mountain National Park. And as I slowly pan, you're gonna get a view of the last bit of sunshine on the mountains up there. So nice. All right, we're all packed up and ready to leave the campsite. It rained a little bit last night and then it rained pretty good this morning. Camp kind of looks dry, but you have to trust me, everything got packed away wet, but no big deal. We've got about a 4.5 mile hike back to the car.